a little bit of housekeeping as well. Last week I meant to make this joke but never got to because of my technical difficulties. So while you're here, if you haven't already on Dice Breaker, please make sure you like and subscribe.
Quick! Someone give us some technical difficulties. Quick!
All right, I'm going to technical difficulties.
Right.
All right, we're back. Ellen, have you learned your lesson?
No.
Right, that's it. Technical difficulties again.
There has been a werewolf in the town.
Indeed.
Spooky tale.
I was going to say, my dad's name is Wolfgang, by the way.
That comment came from the non-German half.
Suspicious.
Lolies, you shouldn't have revealed that dynamite information.
Your family is called Wolfgang because you're a gang of wolves, like Accuse.
Werewolves, would you please open your eyes so that you can be known to one another? And you find that Andy's poor form has been stretched across one of the muddy pathways of the village.
Why don't you think that's wise, Ellen? Why? Because you don't want to be sniffed out, you werewolf. So, who wanted Andy dead?
Well,
we all did. We all did. Of course. Like any good locked,
so sad.
like any good locked room mystery, of course we all had a motive.
Everyone was a werewolf and killed Andy.
We're all the werewolf. It's yeah, exactly.
Lean in close to the webcam and make eye contact with it. I vote for Mike.
What?
The guiltiest look I ever saw.
You can see the moon in his eyes.
Yeah,
the rings of the moon. Yeah, we go on.
We bagged us a werewolf, folks.
Wow.
I just lost control of myself there. That was the final sound that escaped.
Oh my!
No.
Mike's let himself down. Everyone.
Some of them decide to sample werewolf meat in a bun with some mustard. It's just bad.
That's how we make more werewolves, guys.
That's how you get werewolves. Is eating werewolves.
Is that true?
It's like BSE. Yeah, it's like BSE. It's a pre-on
super
disease.
werewolves. You get you get mega werewolves.
Sia, could you please open your eyes and indicate somebody you would like to investigate? Thank you, Sia. Please go back to sleep. The night passes, everybody awake, and returning to the scene of not crime.
Don't try and legalese your way out of this.
Okay, look, no one can.
Back.
No, you can accuse me of many things, including being a werewolf, but you can't accuse me of legalizing.
In the Middle Ages, this is what we call legalese.
Okay, Jane.
But it's you. I put the system on trial.
Well, like if we burn someone who's not the werewolf, are you the werewolf?
Wait.
Okay, that was the wrong answer. There was only one correct answer. All right, I'm ready to make my vote.
Okay. Sia, could you please wake up and make yourself known? Thank you, Sia. And there are always ducks in the lake. Unfortunately, there are too many ducks in the lake. You live in a village that is just swarmed with ducks at all times, like carpeted with ducks. You cannot move without kicking a duck.
Make it really easy to hear a werewolf infiltrating the
dozens
village.
and dozens of ducks are trampled every day because there are so many ducks. The ducks do not help. You've had attacks from things in the past like brigands and bandits and even vampires. The ducks do not care for human concerns and have never once alerted you to any danger whatsoever. These ducks
Why do we even have these ducks?
Friends.
These ducks are one letter away from what they actually are. So by the sounds of it.
Harsh words. Harsh words.
Lux.
Yeah.
Luxy to be here, frankly.
Yep. Old crone leans out of the window, or as they're called here, an air duct, and yells, "Did you hear? There are 2 werewolves here. I'm told. Bye."
She's the werewolf.
That's
Get
the
that
old.
crone.
Get the crone. Get that crone.
Burn her!
The werewolves could just eat these ducks.
Yeah, there's food for days.
If you had like 20 or 30 ducks, that's like one person.
One person.
Yeah.
We might end up with were-ducks.
Oh, what if
See you, Ellen.
you're imagining a romantic tryst between the werewolves and the ducks?
That's not how you make a werewolf.
Yeah. If a duck and a
It's
werewolf
not
love each
sexually
other,
transmitted.
if they love each other, they might have a baby.
Quack,
3, 2, 1.
quack, quack. That was pretty good.
Also,
I genuinely thought it was Ellen, like in the first round when we were discussing. So,
Why?
but
Let
you
me
had a
defend
shifty
myself.
face. You had a shifty face.
continues to have a
That's
shifty face.
admissible in a court of law. A real
You had a
shifty
shifty
face on her.
No smoke without fire. That's
Observe
how
the
this court
shiftiness.
operates.
Oh no, no smoke without fire law.
Ellen, I sentence you to death, and the ducks explode from his hastily organized desk and fall upon you. They knock
But
you
I
to
was
the.
so close to finishing Duckolingo.
They knock you to the ground and sort of like nibbling on your fingertips, like holds you there, and then the other ducks start quacking in unison, almost as if they're chanting something. And then a barn door swings open, and through it steps Terrible Jake, who is the swan who is kept in the barn for executions such as this. He waddles over and beats you to death with his wings. Your arms break first because they can do that, you know. And then he just keeps flapping until all your bones are gone. And he is
Well,
like.
seems to have gotten quite sweaty from executing the werewolf. Let me just loosen
You in
my
love with
shirt
the
here, my
swan?
lady.
Did Andy miss that Terrible Jake is a swan?
No, he's got this voice.
Just a set
That's
real
true. No, that's
swan.
canon
Good
now.
job. Yeah.
Let's
Right.
talk. Everyone knows that, right?
He looks like a wonderful ruby. Only he's not. He's a terrible swan. So I miss my husband, but also wasn't it? Oh look, looks like Terrible Jake got all the werewolves.
Kill you.
Did
That's
you,
the
Andy?
question.
Did you?
The
Andy, look at
crosshairs
me.
were on me.
Look at me, Andy.
Yeah.
Look in your webcam and say that again.
I'm the healer, and last night I protected myself. So the werewolf, because we know that Luke is the seer, so the werewolf has to be Lolise or Jane.
This is delicious because I'm the healer and I saved myself, which means I know you attacked me last night and I'm the healer. I protected myself and you are covering.
But,
I think
but
Lolise
it
is
doesn't
our
make
best-
much sense.
Okay, no, I've got it. Lolise is our best werewolf hunter.
Yeah.
So it made sense to attack her and it made sense to also protect her in the first round, which is why I did it.
Mike
No.
died in the first round.
Yeah.
Which brings
Good
it back
times.
to you.
Yeah. It's the triple bluff. It's the triple bluff I was talking about. Andy.
If you were trying to make it look
Yeah.
like I was the werewolf, you would kill Mike.
No, because
First
it's
round.
a triple bluff. The double bluff is way too basic for you, Andy. It was the triple bluff.
I don't feel like the killing Mike is evidence because
Nine.
the
Luke is
crown
very
upon the
practical.
seer's head is indeed a heavy one. I accuse Jane. I accuse Jane.
Oh god, I don't know how to vote.
Is
I
tremendous
am
amount of
genuinely
noise
shocked right
as
now. I
ducks-
was getting cocky there because I was pretty sure that I had this in the bag. As a healer, you are just playing right into Andy's.
He's very
It's Jane. This is so textbook Jane lying. It's the oh my god.
A courtroom made of ducks has been assembled. Jane, you stand in the middle of it.
If you thought I'd go quietly, you're wrong.
The doors to the back. There is no
I'll
going
take you,
quiet.
Terrible Jake.
There is no going quietly
take you
when Terrible Jake is involved. Jane squares off against the barn doors.
Andy is the werewolf. Get him. Get him.
Only for a shadow to fall
I will
across
choke your water supplies with my corpse.
her back. Terrible Jake is not in the barn. He's already behind Jane.
No,
Oh, rises up with his
he's
beak.
behind me, isn't he?
Terrible Jake sort of just like totters off to the lake and washes himself. Mournfully, you think, his ablutions take on a certain tone that says, I wish I hadn't had to kill that human woman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, I'm beat. I'm going to bed. Night, everyone.
Now you see. Now I'm gonna haunt you. Something rotten. You terrible villagers.
And
Honk.
and this town of ducks is now a werewolf duck town.
Oh man, forget it.
Werewolf
Terrible Jake.
Ducktown.
It's Ducktown.
It's Werewolf Ducktown. Yeah.
There we go.
Werewolf.
Well
Werewolf.
played.
Ducked.
Well played.
Jane and I suffer from the same affliction, which is that we just sound massively guilty no matter what we say.
On my mangled
Yourself,
corpse,
I
this
was
letter
one-
is found.
Oh,
Yeah.
I should have mentioned this is 40,000 years into the
Okay,
future.
all right.
I thought it might be.
Are we space marines?
Microchips
Yes.
will fall from the sky.
Terrible Jake has now become a god emperor. He
Cyber
sits on,
Swan.
About
sits
time.
on the eternal throne.
Good.
Hundreds of psychic ducks fed to him.
Can we just get the psychic ducks to reveal the werewolves?
No, they ain't talking. They still don't care for mortal concerns. Well, there are werewolves in your midst, and there are loads of ducks.
My
In my
God.
midst.
Yep.
God.
If they, oh no,
going
they
in
got
there?
into the midst.
I thought I locked the midst.
You know that once they're into the midst, the whole midst is going to have to come out.
Yeah. Once they lay eggs in the midst. That's
Oh,
it.
God.
Grim.
Yeah. You absolute mothers. I'm the healer, and I was like, oh, they're definitely going to try and come for me, and they did.
Terrible Jake disengages the tractor beam immediately. You fall 25 foot to the ground, but you are not injured because you've just killed 40 ducks.
Like landing on a duck feather pillow.
Yep.
I am again.
Back
Say
again.
no.
Levitated up to
Below
eye
me.
level with Terrible Jake, who in fairness kind of goes like in a like a hello again style honk of greeting. The ducks are upset, and there are lots of them. So on the minute you wake, you know that something is terribly, terribly wrong. You go outside to see what fresh horrors await you in the Imperium of Terrible Jake, and you find that Jane, poor human Jane, has been split into two halves that are approximately 30 foot away from one another. And it gets worse. Next to one half of Jane's body, there lies a crossbow. Next to the other half of Jane's body, there lies a body with a crossbow bolt in her head. Ellen is dead.
Oh!
Oh my God.
Oh, what a beautiful day. Gonna have a great time here in the future. Gonna have a robot party.
You realize that there are only two other people living in the village with you, and that those two people are grinning at you.
Oh, for God's sake.
Quite
Oh, for God's
foolishly.
sake!
Before you carry on sort of dealing with...
Sorry.
It's all
I
right.
just thought guillotine wolf.
Shall we then logically conclude that you have had just enough wine to make you sleepy and want to go to bed?
One
I just
dose.
want to look at everyone's faces for another 5 minutes.
All right, everyone-
No, it's fine.
Face up to the webcam.
Everyone eye contact. No, wait. If we all eye contact the webcam, we can't look at each other's
Can't look at
faces.
each other.
We
Yeah,
have to
that's
do
true.
one. We have to go one at a time.
Just remind me, the three colours of the French flag are blue, white, and
Red.
Purple.
red. Yes, the street is awash with red.
Ah, Le Sang.
Glorious.
La Sang.
The Aristos.
Blood of angry men.
Nominate myself to be killed.
Dormez-vous,
Oh, it's nearly nighttime.
Sonnez le matin, sonnez le matin.
I'm getting the round going.
On the stroke of dues, Alan is accused of being a werewolf. The man has just finished wheeling his, actually stuffing the guillotine down into the earth. He's just patting it down, and it goes boing straight up. And he's like,
Shattering his jaw.
Yeah.
From underneath.
he tries to tell you off in French, but he's got a broken jaw, so he just goes.
For me.
A rip is formed
It's a bit
in the
different, though.
space-time continuum.
Whoa.
Through it
Oh.
steps an enormous swan,
Yay!
followed by an inquisitor with a
As it is
blood-curdling honk. Terrible Jake, the swan, just starts like hitting you with his wings.
It takes ages.
It takes a very, very, very long time because, in fairness, it takes a long time to beat a werewolf to death with a swan.
Yeah.
Yeah! Knew it.
Got on the
Right.
ropes now.
Okay. I feel okay. All right. There mu- Oh no! Oh God! Johnny's pushing it.
Coming over.
I
Over the barricades.
can't make this.
Okay, I accuse Jane.
Oh no! I can't.
The
I
sun
can't get
is
this wrong.
blotted
Everyone
out
has to
by the
choose.
monstrous form of terrible Jake, the Swan
my
of
God.
Justice.
I can't get this wrong. I can't
Jake
get
Just-
this wrong.
Jake Justice.
He
I love
swoops
him.
down from
Here we
the
are again,
sky
friends.
and lands, pulling up cobblestones with his heels as he crunches into the earth like it's Dragon Ball Z, I guess they'd call it in
Z.
France. And
Yeah.
he's been punched
Z.
into the floor. Jane looks at Andy. Andy looks at Luke. Luke looks at Jane. You're all alive.
My God.
And
What?
it's
Luke, I protected you last night because I assumed that Jane would try and kill me because
Don't lie to me. Don't mess
I'm
me around.
not lying to you. It's
Jane, what do you have to
Luke.
say about that? What do you have to say about what
Lies,
Andy said?
Healer? Oh my God, I can't take this anymore.
Jane.
Gee, damn it!
Okay, right. Andy, you were
Yeah.
not selling it. You
I did.
That-
I mean, but the evidence was so overwhelming. I didn't think I needed
Although-
to.